From our Center for the Arts studio, this is your Ashland University Eagle News Update. I'm Rachel Gollhardt.
And I'm Colleen Rimmel. Thanks for joining us.
Private colleges in Ohio are beginning to jump on the tuition reset bandwagon.
We became aware last week that Ohio Northern had announced their decision to lower their tuition, and as an institution who of course has done this, and we made our announcement in early August. We weren't sure if we would see other institutions do a similar thing, but in looking over their announcement, it appears that they've taken a similar approach and rolled back their tuition for next year's students, both continuing and for new students. And so excited for them as far as what this means for them potentially, and we'll see where it goes.
You may remember our very own President Fred Finks announcing Ashland University's tuition reset for the 2014-2015 academic year at the beginning of the semester. Just last week, Ohio Northern, a similar-sized private university in Ada, Ohio, announced that they will be cutting prices next school year as well. Their promise is to drop tuition by 20 to 25%. Like AU, Ohio Northern made the choice to make college more affordable for students and their families.
Ashland University was flooded with people this past weekend, all excited to spend homecoming on campus.
And I think it's just like the energy, everyone gets excited, and there's so many people here. It's not really like every weekend here.
I think just all the people out and about, all the activities that are going on. Obviously the free pizza is always fun before you go into the game. Then the excitement of the gridiron, we're ready to go.
Students, alumni, and community members took part in the festivities. Things kicked off on Thursday night with the Powder Puff football game, and then continued with many events, including a dance, 5K run, free pizza, games, and then of course, the football game. All that attended enjoyed the chance to mingle with past classmates and meet others who love AU just as much as they do. Now the campus will recover from the festivities and begin to plan another successful homecoming weekend.
Despite the weekend's success, there was one event that was canceled after being a part of homecoming for decades.
This year CAB ran Pizza, 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 and we did the homecoming dance. So we didn't just have one responsibility, we had a multitude of things, and you can only stretch 40 people on CAB so far. It was very successful, but like if you look back to the 70s, it was huge, and it's been declining attendance slightly. Who knows, like this isn't 100%, like we're never ever gonna think about doing it again. It's just something that we didn't have time for this year.
Banana Splittin was an event that took place a week before homecoming. Teams of students dressed up in costume to compete in an ice cream eating contest. Students that we talked to said that they did not miss the event. The majority of students didn't even realize that it was taken out of the lineup this year. Banana Splittins was started by Religious Life 31 years ago, but student interest has slowly dwindled in recent years.
You might want to think twice about jaywalking in Ashland now. TV20's Rebecca Ribley has the story.
The city of Ashland passed a new ordinance a couple of months ago that now tickets people that are found jaywalking.
It's been an ongoing problem, complaints from the motoring public about students stepping off the curb in mid-block or disregarding the motorist as they were driving and creating a hazardous situation for themselves.
This is affecting students as they must change their routes to get to classes and activities.
Sometimes kids need to cross the street just to get to class, you know. And I think that's kind of like unfair for us college students to have to wait for a crosswalk.
Ashland officials found that jaywalking was not only a safety hazard for the person crossing the street, but also for the driver. While many students are opposed to the new ordinance, senior Adina Seaford sees the change as a good thing.
I'm personally okay with it because when I'm driving, it scares me when people walk out in front of me.
Students who do not use the proper crosswalks will now be fined up to $150.
Just spoke with a number of officers, and they have noticed an increased awareness of the law.
Ashland City Police are very pleased with the results this far and hope that students and drivers will continue to do their part to keep the roads safe. Reporting for AUTV-20, I'm Rebecca Ribley.
Students and alums made their way to Upper Convo last week to begin the search for summer internships and future jobs.
Getting a career is that next step in your life. So what we try and do is we try and encourage that and help students, reach that goal and obtain like that desired career that they want.
I'm really excited to get my name out there and just meet with as many people as I can.
It's definitely successful, and we hear a lot of students that come back with successful internships.
The Fall 2013 Career Fair was held last Tuesday. Around 300 people attended, where over 90 graduate schools and companies eagerly took resumes and answered questions. Attending career fairs offers students and alumni the opportunity to network and use what they have already learned in their classes in the real world. The Career Services Center plans to host another career fair in the spring.
Today, Ashland is one of more than 2,000 communities across the United States promoting the awareness of world hunger. AUTV-20 reporter Maren Haba has a story.
AU Gives hosted the 20th annual Ashland County Crab Walk on October 6th.
Through AU Gives, we just reach out and do volunteer service on campus and in the community. It's a great way for the students to get involved. Basically, as an executive member, we put together all the events. I chose the crab walk because I was a volunteer last year. I did one of the water stations, and it was really fun.
Participants that came to support the Crab Hunger Walk were either able to pay $1 to walk 1 mile or $6 to walk 6 miles. 25% of the Crab Walk's proceeds were gifted to the food centers and pantries in the Ashland community.
And I wanted to walk today to help with the cause to fight hunger, and I also am walking in celebration because I had foot surgery in April and I was able to walk 1 mile.
I walked today because I wanted to help the poor.
The Ashland community and university will continue trying to stop hunger one step at a time.
I just hope that everybody who came out this year has a great time and that we can get a lot more people involved next year.
Reporting for AUTV-20, I'm Maren Haba.
Last semester, Ashland University introduced a new dining option to students looking to get a late night meal. So we visited Late Night Combo last week and gave it a grade.
I love Late Night Combo. I think it's a great time to come hang out with friends. It's a really fun atmosphere, and plus the food's always good.
I absolutely love Late Night Combo. I come here almost every day, and because I have the unlimited plan. And they stepped it up a lot since last semester. They have eggs now and quesadillas, and I love it.
I mean, things are going well. We started out a little slower at the beginning of the year than I expected, but it grew every day and then kind of peaked a little bit. We made some various menu changes. We've added listen to what students had asked for, which was healthier options. At this point, if we get more students in the evening, we can increase our menu options and selections for that meal.
Overall, we are giving Combo's late night meal option an A-. Students love the atmosphere and the food, but feel there is room for improvement. Late night dining is available to students Sunday through Thursday nights from 10 until 11:30.
Students and professors have been working hard for 9 weeks straight in school, and they are finally getting the chance to take a break. We talked to some AU students and faculty about their big fall break plans.
I am actually going to South Carolina for 5 days to see one of my fraternity brothers who's doing a student teaching. We told him we'd come down to see him, so yeah, we're leaving 3 in the morning and we'll be back Tuesday night.
I'm just going home, hanging out with some friends, and have a Halloween party, watch some scary movies.
I am going home on Friday night after track practice and spending the weekend with my family back at home, and I might be going to Ohio State to visit some of my best friends.
My initial plan was to go to DC with my parents, but with the impending government, we may have to change our plans. So we're still hoping that it'll work out, but currently we're not entirely sure.
Well, my big plan is I'm going to go home, visit my family. I haven't seen them for quite a long time. Been training for wrestling, so go home, visit my little brother, he's 5, and probably go bowling.
I'm going to be going to Columbus with my family. I'm from Pennsylvania, but we're going to an Ohio State game.
Get caught up in grading and relax.
I'm going to be here. I play basketball here, so I'm going to have practices and lifting, so that's what I'll be up to.
For more Ashland University news and sports, don't forget to check out the Collegian at www.ashlandcollegian.com and the new WRDL 88.9 FM.
That's it for this Eagle News Update. I'm Colleen Rimmel.
And I'm Rachel Gollhardt. Thanks for joining us.